Everybody, what's up? This is Trey Hearns, The Truth. So I wanted to come in and make a video to update you on my dreadlock journey thus far. Sorry that I didn't go month by month to, show you what it was going to be looking like or where I was in my journey. But this is month 3, so I'm still in the beginning stages of it. So we're just going to put the pictures up and show you what it looked like in month 1, month 2, and boom, here we are in month 3. So I know everybody's journey is different, so we're going to focus on my journey, because it's my dreadlock journey. So I can't speak for no one else but myself. But what I did when I was doing my dreadlock journey, I did my research first. So I have been wanting dreads in my head for years, for probably like a good 10 years. And now I'm finally doing it. I had it done the first time, but it was with added hair. And 10 years ago, they didn't really use human hair. They used plastic hair. So it was totally just not what I wanted. I had paid $300 to get it done. So it was just a waste of money. I had it in for 8 months and then I was sick of it because it started smelling and it was really heavy, and I took it out. So with this right here, doing it myself, using my own hair is 100% more better. It's better to just use natural stuff. So when I first got my hair done, I went through the ugly stage, and my hair is pretty much, it's a decent length, you know what I'm saying? It will sit on my shoulders. So I know that when I was getting ready to get it done, I thought about cutting it all off and then starting it over, but I'm glad I didn't, because I would have really went through an ugly stage. So the stage that I'm in right now is still the ugly stage, but it's not how it was the first month, because now it's starting to actually lay down, because your hair has to be trained what to do. So now it's starting to get trained and it's starting to know what to do, which is making the process a little bit more easier. But when I first got it done, it was sticking up in different directions, and I was like, oh, like I had to go buy a little cap to lay it down, like a little stocking cap to lay it down. And going out in public, I was like, oh, I really didn't want to go in public because it was the ugly stage of it. But now it's starting to do right, and I'm able to go more places and be more proud of it. So when people look at it, they be like, oh, okay, she just dreading up her hair. Right now I have it in 2 ponytails. I have it in 2 ponytails right now. I have always been a fan of 2 ponytails, even when I was a kid. When I was in high school, having curly hair, all this will be like real deep waves, and then it'd be a big old poof of curls just sticking out all in the back. And I always loved my hair, so I knew dreading it up, it would really look awesome. So that's why I decided to dread it. So like I was saying, when you're dreading up your hair, or me dreading up my hair, I did my research. I looked up the pros and the cons, and I understand everybody has their own different journeys. So I can't look at someone else's journey that didn't work for them and be like, well, let me not do it because their person's journey didn't work. Understand that people's journeys is different. That's why it's called your journey, because it's different for different people. So what might work for someone probably won't work for the next person. But as far as me, you should have a dreadlock journey kit. So my kit is actually holding up this phone right now that I'm talking on. It's a box. It's about this big. It's a wide box, and it has 3 layers in it. Like the top, I keep, like my rubber bands. I'm a keep, because I gotta go to the store and buy some silver clips, because I've been using my beautician's clips. But it's important that you not depend on your beautician who's doing your hair to supply all your products when you're really supposed to do it yourself. So, she's been supplying it, but I was like, look, let me get all my own stuff so that when I have her do my hair, everything will already be there. She won't have to look for nothing or try to fix you. Just know where everything is. But it's also important that you have this stuff in case you can't get in contact with your beautician. It's also important that you learn how to retwist and do your hair for yourself. So that's what I'm going to be learning, how to retwist and do my dreads for myself. So the kit that I told you all that I have is important, because inside my kit includes a cap, a simple silk cap that after I finish getting my dreads done, I put it on to tie my hair down, because my beautician's always telling me, tie your hair down, because if you don't tie your hair down, it's going to make it messy for when I have to do it the next time. So I try my best to tie my hair down, but sometimes I just have to pull that cap off and throw it. But the cap is very important. Matter of fact, I have several caps, but that's just one right there. The products that I use for my hair, this is one of them. This is the locking gel right here. This is a little bit more firmer. It's a little bit more firmer wax than some of the other ones that are in the store. This is for people who have a hard resistance hair, and I just went ahead and got it just in case I had it, because I remember that there was this one girl who was doing my hair, trying to lock it the first time, and she told me, she said, Trey, I don't know if your hair is going to be able to, you know, lock, because your hair texture is so curly. I don't know if it's going to be able to lock. And she had a little hard time doing it, so I figured that doing this time, let me see if I can just buy the correct stuff so my beautician won't have such a hard time locking it. This is some gel that I also use to lock my hair. This gel works wonders. I even use this on my son's hair as well. This is actually one of his gels. It doesn't flake, and it makes your hair soft even after you put it in, and it's not even stiff. It just remains soft. It's like an olive oil styling gel, has no alcohol, and I got that from the dollar store, y'all. And we cannot leave out the Blue Magic. I grew up with this Blue Magic right here. So this is like an anti-breakage on the hair, where it causes the hair not to break because of whatever's in the formula. I've been using this since a kid, so I approve this one for sure. And I use this to, you know, to grease my hair, go through the little parts, and to make sure that it is greased and oiled as I am going through this dreadlock journey. And I also use this. Y'all know about this. They have one that's actually in a light blue can. It's like, has like a little more of a lighter smell, but I get either or. It really doesn't matter. But this is just to keep the dandruff out of your hair, because you know when you have these parts, people can see everything that's in your hair, for people who suffer with dandruff in the hair. So that's what that is for. And I also keep these rubber bands, because sometimes I like to put my hair in different hairstyles. Like the other day I had my hair in a mohawk, the top, the bottom, so I use the rubber bands. It's just stuff I just play with doing my hair. I can't wait till this journey goes and my hair gets long. I saw a person that had some really, really pretty dreads, and I just admired her dreads so much. And I was like, look, my hair is going to be like that probably within a year and a half from now. I do have thick hair, so I'm starting to noticing that my dreads are getting thick. I guess that people said it's called the budding process, because I remember when my beautician was doing it, she was coiling it with the comb. I know sometimes people do the 2 strands, but she did the coiling with the comb, and I think that's more better. And it started expanding, and now it's no longer, it's still coiled, but now it's all like matted together. So that's the budding process. So when I would hear people say that, I'm like, what are they talking about, the budding process? And they'd be like, you'll see. And now that, you know, with my hair, I'm looking and I'm like, ooh, that's the see. This is like the budding right here. This is it right here. That's the budding. This right here is locked. I cannot get through that anymore. So I might as well go all in. Now my hair in the front is straight. It's straight. So I don't know what this is going to turn into when it's all said and done, but I'm just going to rock with it. Just go with the flow of what my hair is trying to do. I got some parts of my hair that's curly. Like the middle is curly. So you see, the middle part of my hair is curly. All this right here is the new growth. Right here, this is the new growth. Like, I kid you not, the new growth grew all right here within them 3 months. And this part right here is absolutely locked. And then you have that little curly part right here. So sometimes when I look at this, I'll be like, oh, what's going to happen? Because I want it to grow right and be perfect. And I'll be asking my beautician, well, is it supposed to look like this? And she'd be like, yes. Till she be getting annoyed. She'd be like, yes, it's supposed to look like that. Leave it alone. But I just can't wait until it grows out. She told me that watch and see if I don't have my hair long all the way down my back. And I was like, no, because I'm no for sure I'm not going to have it that long. But she said once it start growing, you're going to start liking it and falling in love with it. And then you're going to want it to grow and grow. until it can't grow no more. But for me, I think I'm going to keep it at a nice little shoulder length, and I'm not going to get too selfish, too stingy, and just want it to grow it down to my feet. But a good little length for me is pretty much all I want for my hair. Y'all, I'm sitting up in a chair right now. For those that saw my video when I was in the emergency room, yeah, I've been doing less moving around, just really been in my green chair, because that's where really how I've been rolling around into the kitchen, into the living room, into my bedroom, because standing up is so much excruciating pain. I'm getting ready to go to my primary doctor so she can check me out, and because I went to the emergency room, but now I have to go to the primary doctor on Monday, so that she can get me in there and see whether or not if I'm going to have surgery, because I thought it was like a small procedure, but it might be that I might have to have surgery. So let's hope all goes well and I don't have to have that. But I'm enjoying this dreadlock journey. I'm going to finish going with you all step by step with this dreadlock journey. Like I was telling you all, get you a kit. And I think I'm going to show you my kit right now. Y'all hold on. This is my actual kit right here. It's a long, big, tall box. And it has paper hairpins in it right now. And I keep my rubber bands in it. And it's another part in here that this is like the Gorilla Glue that I'll be keeping in here. So I'm putting all my stuff back inside of here. Also, a little spray bottle, because you don't know what you will need. I don't know what my beautician will need when she is doing my hair. So I try to make sure I keep all of this in here. And close this thing back up. And on the sides, it's another part right here that unlatches. Yeah, I was in barber school. And this is part of my barber kit. So inside of here is my brush, 2 combs, another brush right there, and my do-rag for my hair. And I keep my other one in the inside of this. So I think it's important. So it has 3 layers that I going to be using for my dreadlock journey. So that's pretty much it. That's it right there. But I definitely cannot wait till the outcome of what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. So I'm excited about that. So by me sleeping in the living room, because it hurts sleeping in the bed, my son, he's so cute. He wanted to sleep in the living room with me, so I put his bed back here. His bed is in the living room with me, because I sleep on the couch over there. My covers are still over there. Sorry about that, y'all. But he came in there, and he knew I was in pain. So he would come in there and say, "Mama, you okay? Mama, you all right?" He tried to pat me on the back, because I was screaming, y'all. Screaming, because the pain was so intense. So I let him sleep in the living room with me. So it's probably, his bed probably gonna be in here for a little hot minute. Technically, I want to put it back in his room, because when I be in here sleeping, when he wakes up, he always wakes up before me. He wants to wake me up. Whoever's in the house is who we waking up. Sometimes, like, my nieces spend the night, and he'll wake them up. Like if I'm up, the whole house is up. And I be trying to tell him, "Son, you cannot wake everybody up just because you're up." But that's going to do it, you all, for this dreadlock journey. I thank you all so much for rocking with me thus far. And we're going to see what this is going to look like when it's all said and done. I'm Trey Hearns, the truth. And I'm where? I'm out of here.